Hey y'all. Okay, I'm finally here. I'm finally doing it. Good morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is that you have decided to watch this video. I've been saying I'm gonna do this forever, and it's not that I've been lazy. I swear to y'all, every time I think I'm gonna get it done, something happens, and my focus goes so that it takes priority. Not that this isn't a priority, but there are other priorities too. But I'm finally gonna do it. First off, happy birthday to me. Today is October the 18th. I am 31 today. And I spent this morning going to my daughter's oratorical contest. It was her first contest. If anybody knows my baby girl, she is quiet. She does not talk. She's very shy. And she actually tied first place today. I was so proud of her. She did a great job. I was going to take her and her little brother out of school, take them to the movies, go get something to eat. And she was like, "Nah, I want to stay at school." And I'm like, "All right." So now they're at school and I'm at home. How about that? So this is what I'm doing while I'm at home. Um, it's also a bittersweet day today because it's my last day on my job. I've been on my job for almost 3 years. I moved back to South Carolina. I worked from home for the hospital that I worked for in North Carolina when I was in Charlotte. Um, I moved to the country, one stoplight, small town, and had issues with internet. Some days it worked, some days it didn't. Somebody always hitting a line somewhere. It was just ridiculous. So I ended up having to let it go. I haven't found anything yet. I'm not stressed. I'm not disappointed. Well, I am a little disappointed, but I'm not as emotional about it as I thought I would have been. I was hurt in the beginning. I shed a few tears, but after all that I've been through in the past couple of years, like this is nothing. So I'm sure with the skills that I have and the experience that I have, I'm sure I'll find something soon. So I'm cool. I'm not even upset. But I do want to talk about something today. And that's going to be, well, first off, let me just go. A lot of people don't know my story or my experience. If you follow me on Facebook, my name is Shondella Tamika on Facebook. That's CHAUNDELA Tamika, TOMIEKA on Facebook. And I also have a page called Ashes No More. I'm doing this one. My YouTube channel is called Me Intentionally, but it's still a part of Ashes No More. It's just the fact that I'm coming from a different perspective because of my process. And my process is the fact that I was married for 10 plus years, a little bit over 10 years, two kids, 8.5 and 5.5. I was about to say 6. And my divorce was just final in July, the beginning of July. But I've been separated since 2017. I moved back to South Carolina begging, crying, and screaming. Did not want to, but I did it for peace of mind. I came back on July 31st, the last Sunday in July of last year, and it's been a journey. I've dealt with a lot of depression for the most part. The first couple of months that I was here was a lot of depression, a lot of confusion, um, because I just didn't understand how I got to this place. Nobody gets married and has children and says, "You know what? I think I want to raise these kids by myself. I think I want to be a single mother. I think that would be a whole lot more fun. I think I can get more accomplished." Like, no, that's not what it was supposed to be. And I think I was more depressed and disappointed in the fact that I couldn't give my kids a two-parent household. That was a really big deal to me. So I felt like I disappointed them. I felt like um, I'd failed them. And I still have my days where I feel like, things would just be a lot easier if I had someone to help me. But I have a very supportive village of people around me that are near and far that help me with my kids. And I have some friends that are very supportive and very close. They're aunties and uncles and cousins and everything else. And my kids don't know no different. That's all they know. That's family to them. So I can say that I'm blessed in that aspect. But today I am talking about being a damsel in distress because it's something that we talk about. And I know for me, I would always be like, "So I can't be a damsel in distress." Like, it was cute, but then now that I am where I am, I'm realizing not so cute. Um, I was riding in a car with my friend, maybe about a month ago. We were at a stoplight and they were trying to explain to me like, well, do you know how to change your tire? Well, this is where, I'm gonna show you where to put your oil. I'm gonna show you where to check your windshield wiper fluid. I'm gonna show you like all this little things like that. And first off, I never had that before, so I was just like, okay, like not just my ex-husband would tell me like how to change the tire, where the oil goes, things like that. But like this was a little bit too much for me. Like it was in depth. Like this is what it was just too much for me to remember. But anyway, I was just like, yeah, okay, I got it. Not really understanding anything that they were saying. But when they finished, they were like, well, there's no way I could be talking to you and I don't, make sure you're good. I can at least make sure your car running straight. I can at least make sure you're on the side of the road. And I was like, my response was, so I can't be a damsel in distress? And they laughed and was like, yeah, you can be a damsel all you want to, but what happens when I'm not around? And we laughed about it and we joked about it. And it wasn't until like recently, maybe like a week or two ago, that I thought about that conversation in the car. And I was like, I don't want to be a damsel. Like, I don't want to be a victim. I don't. So when I looked up the word damsel and started thinking about it, I was like, I don't want to be a damsel. I don't want to be a victim because to me, that's what it is. So anyway, I had to take notes this time because I'm one that will ramble and I'm not used to public speaking or talking in front of people. So I have a tendency to talk fast when I get nervous, stumble over my words. I have a lisp. I already had a lisp, and now that I have braces, oh, yes, it's just that much worse. So bear with me. Okay, so a damsel in distress is a young woman in trouble with the implication that the woman needs to be rescued, as by a prince in a fairy tale. Okay, so the issue that I had with the whole damsel thing was the fact that there was an implication that you needed to be rescued. Like you couldn't do it on your own. And I've always had an issue with feeling protected because I've had issues like growing up, I was molested. Teenage years, I was raped more than once. I've always felt like I wasn't protected. I've always had um, just an issue with that, feeling protected. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to detail with the person that I'm close to now. I'm not going to say talking to, close to now. It's a protection thing with them. But I've always felt like I had to fight for myself. I've always felt like, and not saying I didn't have family, people that love me, but I just always felt like nobody was there when I needed them the most in those times, in those moments where people took advantage of me in the worst ways that I could think of. And I was young, so I didn't know what to expect. I was young. I was very naive. I was raised in a church. I didn't know what signs to look for. I didn't know, I didn't know a lot of things. In some situations I put myself in. I'm not blaming myself, but some situations I did put myself in. But some situations I really just didn't know. I was just naive to life because I had been sheltered for so long. But I guess I've always wanted somebody to rescue me. And I had to come to terms with that a couple of weeks ago. Like, I've always wanted somebody, like, when it came to, it wasn't until I had to put in my 2 weeks notice for my job. That's when my first response was, dang, I wish somebody could just come work for me. I don't want to work no more. I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. I enjoy those things. I like doing laundry and washing dishes and, well, I can't say washing dishes, but clean. I like a clean kitchen. Let's put it like that. I like making a home. I enjoy those things. I like going to the school, checking on the kids. Like, I like those things. So I've always said, even in my past marriage, I would say things like, I'm going to work hard now because eventually they're going to make it and I'm not going to have to work no more and I can do what I want to do, but I'm going to work hard now. I'll pull double shifts. I'll do what I got to do now. And now I'm tired. Like, now that I'm by myself, I am tired. I'm tired. And when I had to put on my 2 weeks notice, I was like, man, I just wish I had somebody to take care of me. I wish I had somebody to come and just do this for me. I don't want to work no more. I am tired. Yes, I'm only 31, but I'm tired because I'm super involved with my kids. I'm super involved with so many other things. And it's just tired. But I took a moment. My friend would tell me, like, I don't do pity parties. I might stand at the door for a minute, but I'm not coming in. I'm not doing pity parties. So I sucked it up. I put on my big girl panties. I cried it out for a night, and I got up and I did what I had to do the next day. Did applications, put in for some interviews. Like, I did what I had to do because I got two little people looking at me. I can't waddle in my emotion. But anyway, I'm about to get off topic. But long story short, I've always wanted somebody to rescue me, I guess. So, I guess I was wondering, why do women want to be rescued? Why is it that, well, I know my reasoning. My reasoning was because I'm tired. Like, but that's not really rescue. That's my reasoning for not wanting to work. I guess I wanted to be rescued because fairy tales and certain movies and stories, they give us this illusion that when someone rescues you, they love you. When someone rescues you, that means like they want to take care of you and they want to make sure you live happily ever. And that's not the reality of it. Some people rescue you because they're narcissists. Some people rescue you because they want to control you. Like, they come and they save you because they know you owe them. Now they can kind of control you. Now they can tell you what you can do, what you can't do, because I rescued you. I came and helped you and saved you when nobody else would. But I know a lot of women just feel like it's a love thing. Like, ooh, if you save me, like he saved me, I was in a really dark place, or she saved me, I was in a really dark place. And a lot of times we confuse rescuing with transition, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like there's no in between with us. Either we don't want any help at all, or we want someone to take complete care of us. And I wrote that down because a lot of us are raised like that. It's like either you're independent, I don't need no man, I don't need nobody to take care of me, I don't need nobody to pay no bills for me, I got this all on my own. Or we're complete, like, do this for me, please. I shouldn't be doing that. Like, there is no in between. And I'm working on trying to get in between. I'm working on trying to, I want to make sure that I can do it on my own. But at the same time, I want to still be feminine enough to be able to say, you know what, you take the reins on this, baby. I got you. You got it. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna let you do this on your own. I'm not gonna meddle. I'm not gonna control it. I'm not gonna manipulate it. I'm gonna let you do this because I trust you to do this. I've always had an issue with feeling safe and secure, feeling protected, and sometimes I realize that I may have victimized myself for the sake of having the feeling of protection. I wrote these a couple of days ago, y'all, so I'm speaking to myself again. And that's absolutely true because a lot of times, like I said, I've put myself in situations that I know I shouldn't have been in, and I've caused myself to be a victim. Like, there were times when I knew for a fact, like, people wasn't going to really save me like I wanted them to. But it was the idea of them doing it. Sometimes I knew their heart wasn't sincere. I knew they didn't mean it, but it was like the idea of, oh, they really love me. It was just the idea of it. And sometimes we fall in love with the potential of people and the idea of people, and we victimize ourselves and we get hurt every time. And I say that meaning I might have put myself in situations that I knew I was going to need help in, just to see if that someone would help me. And a lot of times I ended up hurt because I had unspoken expectations for people that I held them up to. I just really said that. But yeah, a lot of times we do hold on. We hold people to expectations that they don't even know nothing about. Like, that's just the reality of it. We're expecting them to do something, and that's just like going to an interview for a job. And you get the job, but they don't give you no job description. They don't tell you what time you're supposed to be there. They don't tell you what time you get off. They don't tell you no dress code. They don't tell you nothing. But you got the job. That's all you know. And that's what we do to people. We put them in positions and don't even let them know what their expectations are. And for some of us, it's like, oh, well, that should be a given. For some people, it's not a given. For some people, they've never seen, and if they did see a relationship, okay, more than likely it was unhealthy. So if they did do it, you'd be complaining and saying, see, they just don't do it right. Okay, so now they're not doing nothing because they don't really know what to do. And it's mainly because they've never seen an example and you've never set any expectations for them. So I've learned to be more vocal with what I expect and what I don't expect. The person in my life at this point, they always tell me, like, you got to be more confident in what you bring to the table, and that I have to be more secure in my own opinions. Like, sometimes they'll ask me, do you like this? And I'll be like, nah, not really. And they'll be like, well, I like it. Then I change it. Like, oh, well, I like it sometimes. Like, no, I'm trying to get to know you. So I don't need you to like what I like. I don't need you to give me me. I need you to give me you. I need you to tell me what you like. And it's a lot of times I don't even know what I like. And that's sad. 31 years old, and I don't even know what I like about certain things. Like, I've learned I have a favorite flower and things like that, but a lot of things I had no idea. I still have no idea how I feel about it, because I've always been that person that kind of like avoid confrontation, or I just want you to love me, so I'm gonna like what you like, I'm gonna do what you do. And in the reality, I don't even know who I am. So I'm learning to be more vocal with what I want and what I expect and what I don't like and what I do like. And accepting the fact that if someone loves me, they're going to love me even if I don't like the color blue. They're going to love me even if I don't want to go to the movies. Like, I've always felt like I got to agree with you for you to love me. If I disagree, oh my God, it's over. You're going to leave me. We're just not going to we're not going to be together. And I'm realizing, like, no, that's not what it's about. Um, and I'm not at a point now where I don't want to be rescued anymore. I want to know that I'm protected and loved, but I don't want to have to be in need for love or in need for certain things. Meaning, I just want it to be, I want it to happen naturally. I'm not gonna make this a super long video because I could go on and on about this, and I'm using my phone. I don't know when I'm gonna run out of memory. I don't want it to cut out and then I gotta start all over again, y'all. So, I'm gonna do what I can do, what I can. But I will say this, like, this is not the best conclusion because I'm talking and I'm ending. But I will say, like, we have to get to a point where we don't want to be rescued anymore. I know so many people who have put themselves in situations just because somebody helped them when they were at their lowest point. But for me, I've gone to counseling. I've done the whole medication thing. People can say what they want to say about medication. I take a pill every day for anxiety. And guess what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Am I going to be on it forever? Absolutely not. I don't plan on it. But am I okay with it? And am I ashamed of it? Absolutely not. Because would you rather me take this pill and be happy, or come snapping at you or be shaken? I've had issues with having to go to the emergency room because of stress and anxiety and things like that, because of, my process and when I am. Again, I got two little people looking at me. So I can't afford to be losing my life and making myself sick over stress. So that's a whole nother topic about mental health and medication and stuff. I'm not even gonna go there, but I will say this: like, we as women have to get to a point to where we don't want to be rescued. We just want to be able to do it. I want to be able to go get this job that I'm looking for, take care of myself, and if the right person comes along, even if they're already there, I want them to be able to, we can sit down together and decide, okay, what we gonna do together. Are you gonna work or are you gonna stay? Like, I want to be able to be like, I want them to be able to look at me and be like, dang, she's a go-getter. She make things happen. I don't want them being like, dang, I don't know if I want to be with her because she might just want me to take care of her and them kids. Like, nobody wants, if somebody comes into a relationship with that mentality, like, oh, I want to take care of her and them kids, because more than likely it's a manipulation thing. It's like, I know you need me. And I'm just being completely honest, because that just doesn't make sense. Now, yes, love comes later on, but in the beginning, no dude sees a girl with 5 kids and be like, yeah, that's what I want right there. Her and them kids. Them tax returns are gonna look bomb. Like, no. Those intentions are completely wrong. Okay? But like, when love comes along, yeah, we'll be like, you know what, I want to take care of her and them kids. But initially, nobody wants somebody that's going to be completely dependent upon them. Nobody wants somebody who's going to be lazy and who's going to not have any ambition or motivation to do anything in life. There has to be some type of motivation, and it's a part of the healing process. A lot of us have been in relationships where we were in bondage, we were in prison. Not saying I didn't have a life or I was in prison, but in some ways I was, because mentally I didn't know how to think for myself. And I'm learning now. That's just like somebody who's been in jail for 20 years and they come out and they don't really know how to live in the real world because all they know is prison. Like, it's the same mindset when you've been with someone for so long and you just think this is how it's supposed to be. And you come out, it's like, oh wait, people think like that. People do this. Like, people really, that's normal. Like, this wasn't normal. Like, that's the same. Y'all, I could go on and on with the analogies, but I'm gonna be back next week and we can finish this whole Damsel in Distress conversation. But I did want to at least come and give the video because I wanted to keep my word. Y'all wish me a happy birthday. My cash app is Shondella Ingram, CHAUNDELAANCRUM. Cash at me if you want to send me some money for my birthday. I don't have no plans. My babies are probably gonna go to their great grandma's, and I'm probably gonna go get me some tasty crab, and I don't know what else. But I'm gonna enjoy myself. And I just want to say thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. You want my ashes no more. I am going to stay faithful to y'all. I'm gonna be consistent. Stay on me. Alright. Love y'all. Bye.